Why does every FPS player need to play Dusk? Because it's fun. It's really fun. That's the end. See you next time. Okay, for real though, Dusk is absolutely fantastic. No doubt about it, this FPS clearly knows exactly what it wants to be and pulls the whole thing off extremely well with a bunch of style. Dusk is a retro-inspired FPS developed by David Szymanski that pays homage to the 90s FPS games like Quake and Doom. There are a lot of games these days, FPS games in particular, where I'm left kind of wondering, did the designers, think about fun? Is it actually fun to play? And Dusk, at its core, is just really, really fun. Simple as that. The foundation of a good FPS is the actual gunplay, the mechanics of moving and shooting, and Dusk positively nails this. Seriously, from the moment your game begins, it's clear just how good it feels to move and shoot. You move with incredible levels of speed and agility through levels that are built as playgrounds for you to wreak destruction within. Encounters and level designs are well thought out to help guide you through an experience, all while leaving you multiple options to handle just about every encounter. Now, each level is short enough to where you keep the attention span going, and they feel curated, but not long enough for you to get bored or frustrated, something that a little bit of the old retro shooters could have problems with. Now, Dusk isn't just a game that only celebrates the shooters of yesteryear. It tells an original horror tale that has superb environmental storytelling. There are small secrets hidden all over the place and little Easter eggs that really make multiple playthroughs rewarding. You can tell they designed this thing in mind for you to go through it multiple times and enjoy it. Now, I don't know about you, but plenty of times I try to go back and enjoy older shooters to try and remember, those good nostalgia vibes, only to be let down here and there where rough edges have now shown. You know what I'm talking about? You revisit this old game of your past, you loved it, only to discover that certain elements really didn't age that good. And it's kind of a bummer, you don't want your memories all tarnished because, every game, you gotta remember it in the context of the time that it came out, Now, this is where Dusk, I think, truly succeeds. It takes the classic concepts of the 90s and implements them in a modern way that is tuned to a T for a good time. It does away with a lot of the annoying elements of the old school shooters, and in its place will bring spiritual successors that are tuned far better for a modern player. Calls on the past, but does it better for a 2018-2019 audience. Many levels will have you collecting keys to unlock doors, similar to the old school corridor shooter design, but it does it in a much more streamlined and elegant way. One in which I never really got lost or felt like backtracking was a frustration. I really have nothing negative to say about Dusk, honestly. The price point is excellent for what is delivered. The music is great and feels those nostalgia vibes while giving you the exact atmosphere that you would want for this type of FPS. The performance of the game was rock solid. Even when you're bunny hopping and blowing up barrels, it held a very good frame rate, and it just felt darn good. Obviously that retro art style aids in this, but I imagine you could probably get Dusk running on a wide variety of systems and performing well. At 1440p, the game looked deliciously crisp. Now, as a side note, this really isn't a criticism of the game, just something I experienced and I want to share with you. After about an hour of playing, I got a little bit motion sick, which I've never experienced before playing FPS titles. I'm guessing it's like the view bob paired with the ridiculous speed of this game, and it only hit me a couple of times while I was playing, but it was one of those things I was like, I've never had this happen before, and I probably should tell people about it. Now, at the time of this video, Dusk is only available on PC. I would seriously love to see this game get a console port. I could see it working really well. Granted, it is rooted for the PC, that mouse and keyboard, but goodness, this thing seems like it should be played by any FPS fan. I loved it. I really hope you guys get the chance to check it out and support Dusk. More games like this, please. These are good FPS titles that are just a blast to go through. So with all that said, if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe for more. Hit the little alarm bell too, because the subscription notifications haven't been working super well as of late. Follow me over on Twitter at BBKDRAGOON. I love talking and chatting with you guys over there. And if you pick Dusk up, let me know what you think about it down in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Have a great start to your week, and I'll talk with you again very soon.